From completely changing their face to having 10 surgeries in one day, here's our list of celebrity plastic surgeries that completely backfired. Actress Jennifer Grey was well known for her iconic roles in Dirty Dancing and Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But once she got plastic surgery, she turned unrecognizable. She had a very distinct nose, but she hated it, so she got rhinoplasty. The removal of the bump, the dorsal hump on Jennifer's nose, made her look very different from what people were used to seeing her like. Post-op, Jennifer went unrecognized at red carpets and by family and friends, including Michael Douglas. It was like she was a completely different person, and due to this, she started getting less and less acting jobs, which really hurt her career. Speaking about her decision to get the nose job and how she was treated, she said, "I knew what people thought of me, that I was a cautionary tale, a punchline. It seemed that I had committed an unforgivable crime, willfully stripping away the only thing that made me special," she said. She then went on for years in purgatory, unrecognized, without steady work, and with strangers giving backhanded compliments about her new look. She remembered her loss of identity and career overnight, saying, "I am as I was at the beginning, not as a whole person, but as a nose." Now, this is just extremely unfortunate as she was on track to be a huge star, but that was all taken away from her due to her looks. Mickey Rourke was once known as one of the film industry's most handsome stars, but that all changed when he got surgery due to his injuries he got while boxing. He's gotten 5 rhinoplasty procedures, chin implants, lower lip implants, cheek implants, a hair transplant, eye lift, facelift, and filler injections. Now, in 2009, Mickey admitted that his looks changed because of botched plastic surgery. Now, he said most of it was done to mend his boxing injuries, as he said in an interview. "Most of it was to fix the mess of my face because of the boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together," he told the Daily Mail. "I had my nose broken twice, I had 5 operations on my nose and 1 on a smashed cheekbone. I had to have cartilage taken from my ear to rebuild my nose, and a couple of operations to scrape out the cartilage because the scar tissue wasn't healing properly." Now, he finally got most of the bad work reversed, or at least minimized. In October 2017, he revealed on Instagram that he underwent yet another nose job to correct prior work, remarking, "Now I'm pretty again." It's so unfortunate that someone who was supposed to fix his looks actually made it worse. Now, in 2010, Heidi Montag had the brilliant idea of getting 10 cosmetic surgeries in one day. Now, what did she have? Well, there was a chin reduction where she said part of her chin was sawed off, then a breast augmentation where she went from an A cup to a D cup, there was a brow lift, and she had lots of liposuction done on her neck, thighs, waist, and hips. She also got rhinoplasty and had her ears pinned back, and finally she got fat injections in her cheekbones and had Botox injected into her forehead. Yeah, that is a lot to get done in just one day. Speaking about the experience in 2012, she said, "I was definitely way in over my head. I kinda wanted a few enhancements and then it kinda got out of hand. I wasn't told really the repercussions and what would happen emotionally and physically and the pain I would be in. I was kind of in shock." Now, she said she would never do anything like this again and would never recommend it for anyone. She added, "People have fewer scars from car accidents than I have on my body. Sometimes I feel like Frankenstein straight out of a sci-fi movie." Now, she then discussed the surgeries in 2018, saying that she nearly lost her life in surgery. "I died for a minute," she said. "With that much surgery, I had to have 24-hour nurse care, and Spencer, her husband, didn't want to leave my side. I was at a recovery center and my security guards called Spencer and told him, 'Heidi's heart stopped, she's not going to make it,' and I easily could have died." Now, I personally can't believe that some people risk their lives like that. I mean, this story is just insane. I'm glad she's better now, but why did the doctors allow her to do all that? Over the years, actress Courtney Cox has gotten some plastic surgery and Botox. At first, it was subtle, but then the changes got more and more obvious, and people were concerned as they didn't recognize her. Now, she eventually opened up about it and said, well, what would end up happening is that you go to a doctor who would say, you look great, but what would help is a little injection here or filler there. So you walk out and you don't look so bad and you think no one's noticed, it's good. Then somebody tells you about another doctor, this person's amazing, they do this person who looks so natural, you meet them and they say, you should just do this, and the next thing you know, you're layered and layered. You have no idea because it's gradual until you go, oh this doesn't look right. And it's worse in pictures than in real life. I have a friend who was like, whoa, no more, and I thought, I haven't done anything in 6 months, I didn't realize. Now in 2016 she said, getting older is not the easiest, I have done things that I regret, and luckily they're things that dissolve and go away, so that's good because that's not always been my best look. Now the following year, Courtney let all her filler dissolve, and speaking about it again in 2023, she said it was a total waste of time and I wish I hadn't caved into the pressure of having it. Now, hey, at least she realized it wasn't good for her and she reversed it. At one point, Priscilla Presley's spokesperson claimed that she unknowingly had industrial low-grade silicone, similar to what mechanics use to grease car parts, injected into her face by a doctor who wasn't even licensed to practice medicine in the US. Now, this sounds absolutely horrible. Priscilla was one of the many documented victims of Dr. Daniel Serrano, the actress's rep shared in 2008. Now, an investigation which uncovered his misconduct ultimately led to his imprisonment, and Miss Presley dealt with this matter years ago and everything is now well. Now, I'm glad she was able to fix everything because that really sounds extremely dangerous. Moving on to Linda Evangelista was a supermodel who grew to fame in the 1990s, and she underwent a cool sculpting procedure that many people opt for instead of liposuction, as it's used to remove fat from your body. But unfortunately, she had a negative reaction to it, and instead of removing fat cells, it actually multiplied them. Now, this would be a nightmare for anyone, but for a supermodel, forget it. Now, she told people, I tried to fix it myself, thinking I was doing something wrong. I got to go where I wasn't eating at all. I thought I was losing my mind. Now, the rare side effects of the procedure left Linda with bulges on her body and a newfound desire to stay out of the spotlight. I loved being up on the catwalk. Now I dread running into someone I know, she added of her shift in confidence of the post-procedure. Now, Linda hadn't been seen in the public for 5 years due to this, and she finally revealed this to the world on September 23, 2021. Now, she's slowly come back into the spotlight since then, but it's honestly such a shame that she went through this. Janice Dickinson has admitted to having a breast enlargement, tummy tuck, neck and facelifts, and liposuction in the past, but in 2016, after an urgent mammogram and biopsy, her doctor broke the news to her that she had cancer. Now, Janice said upon getting checked out, she was told by the mammogram technician that it's more challenging to check abnormalities when a woman has breast implants. If I had to play my life over again, I would have never gotten breast implants in the first place, she admitted. I didn't need to have a mastectomy, although I'm so blessed, as Janice being Janice, that I said, take them out, cut them out, just take them out now. And finally, actress Dana Delaney got Botox and it did not go to plan. She said, 7 years ago, I'd never heard of Botox. My dermatologist was saying you should try it. He injected my forehead, hit a nerve, and created a huge hematoma. Now, the nerve has been dead ever since. It affected the muscle in my right eye, so my eye has started to droop a little bit, she said. Now, this experience left her wary of plastic surgery, which makes sense, but she's also impressed by women in Hollywood who shun this. With awards season in full swing, we have seen many celebrities hit the red carpet, but a lot of them are actually unrecognizable compared to how they looked before. From Ariana Grande to Lindsay Lohan, here's our list of celebrities who look unrecognizable since last year. Now, starting off, we have Ariana Grande. Now, she's been in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons recently, as many fans have been concerned about her appearance. Ever since she began promoting her movie Wicked, fans have been pointing out how much weight she's lost and how small she's gotten compared to how we've previously seen her. Now, this has caused a lot of controversy, as a lot of people have conflicting opinions. Now, in April 2023, 2023, Ariana actually posted a video on TikTok addressing the comments about her body. She said, "You never know what someone is going through. Even if you are coming from a loving place and a caring place, that person is probably working on it or has a support system that they are working on it with. You never know, so be gentle with each other and with yourselves." Now, people though are honestly just concerned for the star. Recently, a photo of her at the BAFTAs went viral, and people have been giving their 2 cents about the situation. "She's all skin and bone, so sad to see, broken heart emoji," someone commented. Someone else added, "Not the best look, hopefully she gets the help she clearly needs," while a third chimed in with, "Someone help her, please, this won't end well." Now, an insider spoke out saying that Ariana's schedule has been crazy and that's why she looks so different. "It's just the non-stop running on that kind of schedule, that kind of level. It definitely takes a toll on your health, and it's much harder to take care of yourself mentally as well as physically," they said. Now, after this award season, Ariana deserves a well-earned break, and hopefully she can make sure that she's taking care of herself better. Donatella Versace shocked everyone in December when she stepped out looking way younger than before. Now, it had been speculated for years that she had gotten multiple plastic surgery procedures, including multiple facelifts, but people thought she looked really botched. But now, people are pleasantly surprised. Now, she made headlines when she stepped out for the Devil Wears Prada musical premiere at the beginning of December, appearing more youthful than ever. "You look incredible, Donatella," one fan gushed, while another commented, "Her look is beautiful and the new makeup style is so wonderful." Now, the Italian native's new look comes after many speculated that she has had undetectable cosmetic work. With a whole bunch of older stars looking younger than ever, people online have been wanting to find out which doctor has been doing their work. Someone needs to find out who this doctor in Hollywood is who is performing these miracles," one fan wrote on Twitter after Donatella's new look, and hey, I gotta say, I agree. Now, Lindsay Lohan is truly shocking fans, as she appears to look just as young as she was in the early 2000s. You see, Lindsay went through a rough patch where she was always drinking and taking substances she shouldn't have been doing. Now, she got in trouble with the law a lot, and this took a real toll on her. But at the end of 2024, she shocked everyone when she came out looking as young as ever. Many people speculate that this is due to plastic surgery, as plastic surgeons believe it's a mixture of injectables like Botox, a brow lift, lip and cheek filler, as well as surgical procedures like an endoscopic facelift or liposuction, which removes fat from the neck and chin. Now, Lindsay though shot down any plastic surgery rumors in an interview with Allure in October 2024, explaining that her new look is simply due to good skincare, although she does dabble in beauty technology on occasion. "I've tried Morpheus, IPL, and lasers," she said. "I try not to do them too much, but I'm always interested in what else is out there, what else is coming out," she said. Now, fans aren't too convinced, but hey, either way, she looks great. Justin Bieber has been spotted out this year with his wife Hailey, and he honestly just looks rough. He has hollow eyes and looks like he's lost a bunch of weight. Now, he also doesn't look too happy either. Now, Justin had long battled Ramsay-Hunt syndrome and first revealed his diagnosis to the public in 2022, as part of his appearance could be due to this and it getting triggered, as Justin has had a lot of stressors in his life recently. With his newborn baby, rumored marriage troubles, and Diddy's arrest and trial coming up, these are all things that could be affecting him immensely. Insiders have told DailyMail.com that his recent appearance is the result of him becoming borderline reclusive after struggling with the idea of large crowds or mixing with strangers after years of being in the spotlight. They said Justin has been struggling for the last couple of years, and a significant part of that is down to his worry about being in certain public situations, a source said. He has built a deep fear of being out in spaces with lots of people and has a deep-seated worry about large crowds. This is one of the reasons why he's not done any touring for a while. Now, hopefully, Justin will be able to get the help that he needs and can get better. Next up is Demi Moore. Now, she has changed her look a lot, and many people think that's due to plastic surgery. I mean, she looks younger than ever. One of the most talked about procedures is Demi's facelift, which could explain her smooth and lifted appearance. Now, it's also been speculated that she got buccal fat removal surgery and that she regularly uses fillers and Botox. It appeared though a couple years ago that she got a botched facelift, but it looks like she got it fixed, and it's it's even better than before. Now, Demi hit the red carpet for the SAG Awards, and fans couldn't help but notice how skinny she was as well. Some fans have even speculated that she's been using Ozempic. Now, Demi has never spoken out about weight loss medication, but it seems like everyone in Hollywood is on Ozempic, so it wouldn't really surprise me if she was using it. Selena Gomez is another star whose looks have been questioned. In 2015, she was diagnosed with lupus, a disease that occurs when your body's immune system attacks your own tissues and organs, aka an autoimmune disease. Now, eventually her kidney shut down, resulting in her needing a kidney transplant, and in September 2017, she posted to Instagram explaining that she had a kidney transplant that saved her life, which was donated by her best friend, Bebe Rexha. Now, since then, Selena has been very open with her physical health and mental health struggles, as she's also been diagnosed with being bipolar. Now, with all this going on, her body changes a lot as she's on so many different medications to keep her alive. Now, one of the side effects from her meds is that her weight fluctuates. So over the past couple years, fans have noticed her getting bigger and her face getting puffy. Her body is constantly changing, but in late 2024, she announced that her lupus was in remission, which is honestly great. Now, due to this, she has maintained her slim figure, which she has lost weight, and she looks less swollen all around. It's a change that shocked people, but it's actually a positive one, which was really good, and I hope she continues to be healthy. And finally, a couple weeks ago, photos of singer Bebe Rexha were released after paparazzi caught her walking around outside. Now, the photos had so many people concerned as she looked really unwell. People have been worried about her well-being, and she's actually since spoken out since the photos were taken and released without her permission. In one of her statements on Instagram, she wrote, "I know there's a certain image of me that's getting a lot of attention for my appearance. I've been in the hospital for the last days with a bad stomach flu, and that was me walking into the hospital. Who waits outside a hospital to take pictures of people coming in? When will the paparazzi stop taking advantage of women at their worst moments? I'm furious. You can't even be sick in peace." Then, in another post, she directly targeted Daily Mail and journalist Sonia Horan, calling the article about her manipulative and labeling the journalist for a lack of professional ethics. She wrote at Daily Mail, "You are truly disgusting. Did you know those pictures of me were taken outside the hospital? Who takes pictures of sick people entering the hospital and then focuses the article on their appearance? Why didn't you say she was entering the hospital? Because you know it's wrong. At Sonia Horan, especially as a woman, you should be ashamed of yourself." Now, this is honestly just so messed up, and I'm really glad that she called them out. From complete disfigurement to 10 different surgeries in one day, here's our list of botched celebrity plastic surgeries that made them unrecognizable. Starting off, we have Linda Evangelista. Linda Evangelista is a Canadian fashion model who is regarded as one of the most accomplished and influential models of all time. Now, unfortunately, Linda had a horrible experience that left her so botched she hadn't been seen in public for 5 years. Now, on September 23rd, 2021, she came out of hiding and she explained what happened. Linda revealed that she underwent cool sculpting, which she said left her unrecognizable, as it allegedly caused fat cells in her face to multiply. She explained it in an Instagram post saying, "To my followers who have wondered why I have not been working while my peers' careers have been thriving, the reason is that I was brutally disfigured by a procedure which did the opposite of what it promised." Now, she said that the procedure's rare but serious side effect not only destroyed her livelihood, but it had sent her into a cycle of deep depression, profound sadness, and the lowest depths of self-loathing. Thankfully though, she's gained some of her confidence back and has continued modeling, but I can't even imagine going through something like that. Then there's Cardi B. Cardi B took to Instagram in late 2022 to share her plastic surgery regrets, telling fans that they should stay away from enhancing their features. "In August, I got surgery and removed 95% of my bioplombers. If you don't know what that is, it's butt shots. It was a really crazy process," she detailed. "All I'm going to say is that if you are young, if you're 19, 20, 21, and sometimes you're too skinny and you'll be like, OMG, I don't have enough fat to put in my butt, so you resort to butt shots, don't." Now, she has been candid about her cosmetic work in the past, once revealing that she paid $800 for illegal silicone shots. She underwent the procedure in a basement in 2014, which is just super sketchy to begin with, and she never should have gotten them. Now we have Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson has described herself as the first supermodel scandal as she was one of the most successful models of the 1970s and 80s. Now, she has admitted to having a breast enlargement, tummy tuck, neck and facelifts, and liposuction in the past. But in 2016, after an urgent mammogram and biopsy, her doctor broke the news that she had cancer. Janice said upon getting checked out, she was told by the mammogram technician that it's more challenging to detect abnormalities when a woman has breast implants. If I had to play my life over again, I would have never gotten breast implants in the first place, she admitted. I didn't need to have a mastectomy, although I'm just so blessed as Janice being Janice that I said take them out, cut them out, just take them out now. Then we have Amanda Lepore. New York socialite Amanda Lepore shocked everyone with her plastic surgeries over the past few decades. Her continuous enhancements earned her the title the most expensive body on earth. Now, she may not think that she's botched, but she definitely is. Sometimes I think about doing and getting more stuff done to my body, but not really, she told the New York Post. Plastic surgery is for when you don't like things. Everything I've already gotten looks so good. Now, she underwent hairline lowering and eyebrow lifting in Mexico in the year 2000, double eyelid surgery, several cheekbone augmentations, rhinoplasty, lip augmentation and reduction, breast augmentation, rib reshaping surgery, and gender reassignment surgery. Now, she looks nothing like her old self, but I guess for her, that was the point. Next up, we have Katie Price. Katie Price underwent extreme plastic surgeries, which started with a chest enhancement when she was just 18 years old. She's also had rhinoplasty, fillers, a facelift, fat injections, and liposuction. It's like a car, you have an MOT. If you get a scratch or dent, you fix it. And that's how I feel with my body, Price said of her surgeries. I'm not trying to look younger, I definitely don't want to look alien when people go over the top and look like freaks, but it appears that she might have already gone that way because she just does not look normal at all. And finally, we have Heidi Montag. Heidi Montag underwent 10 cosmetic surgeries in one day in 2010. She had a chin reduction, rhinoplasty, liposuction, brow lift, facial fat injections, and breast augmentation, just to name a few. Now, she also had her ears pinned back. She later appeared on Page Six's virtual reality podcast and recalled the time she had her chin sawed off. At the time, my surgeon was like, oh, it will be a quick recovery, a few months, and it took me over a year to heal, so I could barely talk with my jaw, she said. Now, if you think that 10 surgeries in one day are dangerous, they are. Heidi admitted that her heart stopped beating for a couple of minutes and they thought she was going to pass away. Now, all this over some plastic surgery is just crazy.
Ariana Grande's new looks has doctors very concerned. Ariana Grande and her Wicked co-star Cynthia Erivo recently surprised fans on the red carpet with their noticeably slimmer appearances. At the film's premiere, online commentary ranged from concerned observations about Ariana's fragile look to playful allusions to potential weight loss medications. While some speculated about the role of restrictive diets, cosmetic doctors emphasize the importance of careful nutritional planning, particularly for vegans. To avoid unintended health consequences, Ariana Grande has undergone a notable evolution in her appearance over the years. Changes to her facial features, particularly her nose and lips, have fueled speculation about potential cosmetic procedures like rhinoplasty and lip fillers. Dr. Dennis Schimpf, a plastic surgeon in South Carolina, expressed concern that highly restrictive diets, particularly vegan diets, can increase the risk of protein deficiency. This can lead to muscle loss, potentially resulting in a significantly thinner appearance. He also noted that Ariana Grande's paler complexion could potentially be linked to nutritional deficiencies associated with such restrictive diets. Some former vegans have shared online that they see a reflection of their own struggles with restrictive diets in Ariana's appearance, describing it as potentially indicative of the potential health consequences of extreme dietary limitations. Rebel Wilson's 80-pound weight loss you won't believe. Rebel Wilson's 80-pound weight loss overshadows her acting career. Rebel Wilson says her 80-pound weight loss garnered more attention than any of her acting roles, making her feel visible after previously feeling sexually invisible. The 44-year-old actress, who embarked on a year of health in 2020, told People magazine that her slimmer figure led to a significant shift in how she was perceived. "I was getting quite a lot of attention for the weight loss," she said. "I thought, gosh, people are so intrigued by this. Literally, I got more attention for weight loss than any movie I'd ever done." Rebel Wilson confessed she enjoyed the increased attention. "I know that's superficial, but it was nice," she admitted. And I went, "Oh, is this what hot people experience all the time? Their life must be so bloody blessed." She noticed people holding doors open for her and generally paying more attention to her presence. His positive attention motivated Rebel Wilson to continue her weight loss journey. She described it as positive reinforcement. Reflecting on the experience, she said, "It was interesting to know exactly what it's like to be invisible sexually and then to be visible. I've experienced both sides of the coin." Zac Efron's transformation. So extreme, fans question his identity. Zac Efron's transformation is so shocking. Fans thought he had an entirely new face. Every few years, his face changes. It's been like 20 years of transformations. The High School Musical heartthrob, who once stole our hearts as Troy Bolton, has undergone a dramatic change over the years. Zac bulked up for roles like Baywatch, but it's his facial changes that have sparked the most rumors. In 2021, fans were stunned when Zac appeared with a noticeably sharper jawline and fuller cheeks, leading to speculation about plastic surgery. Zac has denied going under the knife, attributing his new look to a broken jaw and a strict fitness regimen. But let's be real, his glow-up is undeniable. From Disney darling to Hollywood hunk, Zac's evolution is one for the books. What do you think? Natural transformation or a little help from the pros? Either way, Zac's transformation has left fans buzzing, and his career continues to soar with new projects that showcase his versatility. Whether he's singing, acting, or just being Zac, one thing's for sure. Next up, has Kim Kardashian had too much done? Kim Kardashian's transformation is so dramatic, it's hard to believe it's the same person. The reality star turned billionaire mogul has completely redefined beauty standards. From her early days as Paris Hilton's stylist to her current status as a global icon, Kim's evolution is jaw-dropping. Her curves, contour, and even her skin tone have sparked endless debates. Kim has admitted to using Botox and fillers, but she's also a master of makeup and shapewear. However, her recent ultra-slim look at the 2022 Met Gala left fans shocked, with many accusing her of taking things too far. Whether you love her or hate her, Kim's transformation is one of the most talked about in Hollywood history. She's built an empire on her ability to reinvent herself, and her influence on beauty and fashion is undeniable. From Skims to KKW Beauty, Kim has turned her personal brand into a billion-dollar business. Love it or hate it. You can't deny her impact. The secret to Jonah Hill's incredible weight loss. Jonah's weight loss journey has been nothing short of remarkable, a testament to dedication and a complete lifestyle overhaul. He's shed a significant amount of weight, and more importantly, he seems to have gained an even greater amount of confidence. But here's the truly shocking part. He did it without any of the quick fix fad diets or gimmicks that so many celebrities fall prey to. No juice cleanses, no restrictive meal plans promising rapid results. Jonah's transformation is rooted in good old-fashioned healthy eating and regular exercise. A simple but powerful combination that speaks volumes about his commitment to long-term well-being. Jonah's transformation wasn't just about physical change. It was a profound mental one too. It's not just about looking different, it's about feeling different. He's been refreshingly open and honest about his lifelong struggles with body image and self-acceptance, a vulnerability that resonates with so many people who have battled similar demons. His journey hasn't been shrouded in secrecy or presented as some magical formula. He's talked about the challenges, the setbacks, and the ongoing work it takes to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Matthew McConaughey's physical transformation. We won't understand. Matthew McConaughey. His transformation for Dallas Buyers Club was truly shocking, a stark departure from anything we'd seen before. He dropped an alarming, almost skeletal amount of weight to portray Ron Woodruff, a man diagnosed with AIDS in the 1980s. The dedication he showed was both admirable and unsettling, a testament to his commitment to the role, but also a glimpse into the extreme measures actors sometimes take in the name of their craft. Images of his dramatically thinned frame circulated widely, sparking conversations about his commitment and the physical demands of the role. Matthew's transformation wasn't simply about physical appearance, it was about something much deeper. It was about embodying a real person's struggle, capturing the essence of a man fighting for his life. It was about telling a story with authenticity and depth, shedding the skin of the rom-com leading man and inhabiting the raw vulnerability of someone facing a terminal illness. He's since spoken candidly about the emotional toll the role took on him. the psychological weight of carrying such a heavy burden. He described the physical challenges, the constant hunger, and the mental focus required to maintain such a drastic physical state. Kylie Jenner is up next. Has Kylie Jenner's transformation gone too far? She's evolved from a fresh-faced teenager on Keeping Up with the Kardashians to a full-fledged beauty mogul with a constantly shifting aesthetic. While some changes are natural as someone grows from adolescence to adulthood, Kylie's have been particularly pronounced, fueling speculation about cosmetic procedures. Her lips, once noticeably thinner, became significantly fuller, a change she initially attributed to clever makeup techniques before eventually admitting to temporary fillers. This sparked a global lip kit craze, solidifying her influence in the beauty industry. Beyond her lips, other aspects of Kylie's appearance have also evolved. Her style has become more high fashion and edgy, a departure from the more casual looks of her early reality TV days. Her hair, often changing color and length, adds another layer to her ever-evolving image. She's embraced contouring and other makeup techniques that sculpt and define her features, creating a more polished and glamorous look. It's a combination of these factors, the lip fillers, the evolving style, the dramatic makeup, that contributes to the overall impression of someone who looks quite different from the teenager we were first introduced to. Kelly Osbourne's shocking transformation. What's the secret? In 2018, Osbourne underwent gastric sleeve surgery, a procedure that reduces the size of the stomach, limiting food intake. She has been candid about this decision, stating that it was the best thing she has ever done for her health. Post-pregnancy weight loss. After giving birth to her son in 2022, Osbourne focused on losing the weight she gained during pregnancy. She emphasized that this was crucial for her health, as she had gestational diabetes and wanted to reduce her risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Her weight became a frequent topic of discussion, often tied to her struggles with addiction and self-esteem. This early exposure to intense scrutiny undoubtedly shaped her relationship with her body and the constant pressure to conform to societal beauty standards. Over the years, Osbourne experimented with various diets and exercise regimes, experiencing both successes and setbacks. Her weight fluctuated, and she was often candid about the challenges she faced in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Beyond her weight, Osbourne's style evolution has also been dramatic. She's explored different fashion aesthetics, from punk rock and edgy looks to more glamorous and sophisticated styles. This experimentation reflects a journey of self-discovery, a process of finding her own voice and expressing herself through fashion. These are celebrities you've genuinely never seen without makeup. Blake Lively is flawless until she isn't. Blake's a master of the no makeup look, those breezy beach pics, strategically dewy darlings. But even she's had moments that are less than goddess-like. We've all seen those pap shots of her looking less than thrilled, maybe pre-coffee with that just woke up vibe that isn't always flattering. It just proves she is also human. Let's not forget when she confessed that she used chili peppers and lip gloss for a plump in high school. Turns out that millennial generation technique was painful. Turns out eyeshadows are significantly less painful than Carolina Reapers, she joked, but even those less than perfect moments are part of her charm. Of course, the buzz around her upcoming film adaptation of It Ends With Us has been overshadowed by the lawsuit she filed against Justin Baldoni, while Ryan Reynolds has been her rock amid the ordeal. Hopefully, Blake's bare-faced confidence will see her through this drama. The woman's a legend, even without the glam squad. Selena Gomez just dropped a bare-faced selfie and the internet lost its mind. Turns out even the queen of rare beauty goes bare sometimes. Selena recently shared a makeup-free selfie, captioning it real, and the internet went wild. Some praised her natural beauty, while others, well, let's just say not everyone was feeling the au naturel vibe. A few trolls even went so far as to say she terrifies without makeup. Ouch! But Selena's not sweating the haters. She's been vocal about body image and the pressures of fame, especially regarding comments on her weight due to lupus and bipolar disorder. This isn't the first time Selena's dared to ditch the glam. Remember those paparazzi shots of her running errands in Malibu? Minimal makeup, maybe a swipe of lip gloss, and rocking her natural complexion? She's subtly showing us that real beauty isn't about filters or a perfectly contoured face. Selena's embracing her natural looks and joining other stars in pushing for more realistic depictions of themselves. Ultimately, Selena's makeup-free moments are a reminder that even celebs have off days, and that's okay. Confidence is her real rare beauty secret weapon. Kim K without the contour? A rare sighting, but it does happen. The question is, does she still break the internet, or just mildly inconvenience it? Kim gave fans a peek behind the scenes of her Christmas Eve party prep, rocking a bare face and extension-free hair. The TikTok video showed a less polished Kim. Let's be real, she still looked pretty good. Sure, the dark circles were visible, and the glow was toned down, but it was a far cry from her usual airbrushed perfection. Of course, Kim's no stranger to strategically timed natural moments. Remember that Vogue Spain cover? Barefaced, yes, but also expertly lit and retouched. The internet, of course, went wild trying to decide if it was empowering or just another carefully crafted image. Look, Kim's made a fortune off selling us the illusion of perfection, so seeing her bare face is always going to be a conversation starter. But regardless of what's going on with Kanye, Kim is rocking her bare-faced confidence. She's proving that even a mogul like her can ditch the facade and still shine, or at least get a decent amount of likes. Beyonce without makeup is still a powerhouse. Back in 2014, Beyonce posted some makeup-free photos on Instagram. In one, she's rocking a flower crown, looking all Earth Mother. The internet exploded, with some calling her divine. But let's be real, even without makeup, Beyonce's got that inner glow that most of us can only dream of. More recently, in 2023, she gave fans a glimpse into her getting ready process, seemingly without makeup. Was it completely barefaced? The jury's still out. But it was definitely a more relaxed, less red carpet version of Bey. Still, it's always refreshing to see a superstar like Beyonce ditching the glam. Even if it's just for a fleeting moment, it reminds us that even queens need a day off from the royal treatment. Whether she's rocking a full face or going au naturel, Beyonce's always going to be a force to be reckoned with. J.Lo with a bare face is still glowing, like it or not. J.Lo, who celebrated her 54th birthday in July, took to Instagram to show off her skincare routine with J.Lo beauty products, Sans Filter. She insisted on the unfiltered look to show off her glowing skin. But the internet's a tough crowd. Some fans praised her age-defying beauty, while others cried foul, accusing her of using special lighting or gasp filters. Of course, this isn't the first time J.Lo's dared to go bare. She's been spotted with a makeup-free complexion in Los Angeles. But let's be real, even makeup-free, J.Lo's got that lit-from-within glow that most of us can only achieve with a hefty dose of highlighter. She's even shared selfies wrapped in a towel getting ready for bed. But who knows what filters she is using? Look, J.Lo's built an empire on glamour, so expecting a completely bare-faced reveal is probably unrealistic. But the rare glimpses we get of a more natural J.Lo are a reminder that even the most dazzling stars have moments where they just want to chill. And honestly, she still looks amazing, which is frankly unfair to the rest of us mere mortals. Kylie Jenner without makeup is a transformation nobody saw coming. For years, Kylie's been the poster child for full glam, thanks to her lip kits and contouring skills. But lately, the makeup mogul's been spotted rocking a more low-key look. She's even dissolved a good chunk of her lip filler. Talk about a transformation. Remember that Lost Files photo dump on Insta? Slide 12 revealed a makeup-free Kylie cuddling with her son Air. Her dissolved lips took center stage, and fans were in awe of her natural beauty. Some followers have even said they mistook her for Kendall. Of course, let's not forget that even Kylie's natural look likely involves some strategically placed skincare and maybe brow grooming. But still, it's refreshing to see her embrace a more toned-down vibe. It seems like Jenner has struggled with the unrealistic beauty standards that she has been nitpicked for. Whether she's rocking a full face or going bare, Kylie's proving that she's more than just a makeup maven. She's a businesswoman, a mom, and someone who's not afraid to switch things up. And honestly, good for her. Meghan Markle, no makeup is just as royal. Recently, Meghan dropped her first selfie video on Instagram, sans makeup, and the internet went wild. Glowing reviews poured in, praising her natural beauty. But hold on, folks. Is it really no makeup or just expertly applied no makeup? Meghan herself told Allure back in 2014 that her routine is super simple, calling it the 5-minute face. That being said, her former hairstylist noted that Meghan always wanted her freckles to peek through. Even back in 2009, in pre-Duchess days, Meghan was rocking a barely there look at a pre-Emmy event. So the minimal makeup thing isn't exactly new. Ultimately, Meghan's no makeup moments are a savvy move. She knows how to work the California girl vibe, and whether it's a full face or a minimalist look, she's always camera ready. The Duchess proves you don't need a full face of cosmetics to make headlines. Taylor Swift sometimes trades her signature sparkle for a fresh-faced, makeup-free moment. Taylor's signature red lip and winged liner are practically iconic, so glimpses of her without makeup are like spotting a unicorn riding a scooter. But they do exist. We've scoured the internet and Insta, stalking her for those rare off-duty moments. Back in the day, those gym selfies were legendary. T.S. Swift, sans makeup, looking all healthy and glowing. Was it completely barefaced? Maybe, but it was definitely a more real version of Taylor. She's been seen with a bare base with just a flick of winged eyeliner. Of course, even Taylor's natural look is probably enhanced by good skincare and maybe a touch of strategic highlighting, but still, it's a far cry from her red carpet glam, and it's a reminder that even superstars need a break from the sparkle. Whether she prefers no makeup or her signature red lipstick look, she still has flawless skin, a natural rosy blush, and bright blue eyes. So, is Taylor Swift without makeup a myth? Not entirely. It's a rare sighting, but it proves that even pop royalty can rock a more low-key vibe.
She says she has spent thousands on what you believe, Anastasia, is perfecting your look. So, Anastasia, how do you think your treatments are going? You're only 32 years of age. How do you think they're going?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Yeah, how do you're happy with what is happening to your face?
Yes, I'm very happy.
It was really by far the worst case of a bad injection that I'd ever seen.
In a way, you agree with the doctor because you've described yourself as a beautiful monster.
But now, thanks to a kind-hearted surgeon, the transgender activist is rebuilding her life and even looking for love.
The celebrity plastic surgeons who messed up Jennifer Grey's iconic nose and literally disfigured supermodel Linda Evangelista should be put in jail as they ruined the women's careers. Don't know what I'm talking about? Well, Jennifer Grey was an up-and-coming movie star. She reached her big break and was known globally, but her fame came crashing down when she got a nose job. The removal of the bump, the dorsal hump on Jennifer's nose, made her look very different from what people were used to seeing her like. In an interview with the New York Times to promote her memoir, Jennifer described the impact of the plastic surgery on her life. "Overnight, I lose my identity and my career," she said. Now, the two surgeries happened after Dirty Dancing. A second surgery was meant to correct an irregularity caused by the first nose job surgery, but it left her nose shortened and dwarfed, making Jennifer practically unrecognizable to people she had known for years. She painfully recalled no longer being recognized by photographers and becoming a national punchline due to her plastic surgeries. Now, she looked nothing like her past characters. Post-op, Jennifer went unrecognized at red carpets and by family and friends, and she said, "It seemed that I had committed an unforgivable crime, willfully stripping away the only thing that made me special. I went on for years in purgatory, unrecognized, without steady work, and with strangers giving backhanded compliments about my new look." She remembered her loss of identity and career overnight, and her career was once promising, but after her surgery, her roles dried up and her career never fully recovered. Then there's Tara Reid. She got her big break in the late 90s and was on the rise, but when she got botched plastic surgery, her roles came to a halt. She got liposuction, which left her with rippled skin, and she got breast implants, which left her nipples deformed. "My stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. I had a hernia, this huge bump next to my belly button, and as a result, I couldn't wear a bikini. I lost a lot of work," she said. Then in 2004, after the botched surgeries, she had a nip slip on the red carpet at P. Diddy's 35th birthday party in New York. After the incident, Tara was labeled Franken-nipple and later had to explain that her plastic surgery had gone wrong. Now, she reportedly got her procedures reversed in 2006, but the damage to her career was already done. She told People in 2008, "In my American Pie days, everyone was kissing my butt. but I didn't realize how good I had it. She added, "I'm scared about getting surgery ever again. It's like surviving a plane crash and getting on a plane again. My stomach scars are my battle wounds. Boom, that's it." Now, Mickey Rourke used to be a real heartthrob, but all of that changed when he left the film industry to pursue a boxing career in the early 90s. Now, unfortunately, he got repeatedly injured and it messed up his face, so he went to a plastic surgeon to fix it, except they made it worse. "Most of it was to mend the mess of my face because of boxing, but I went to the wrong guy to put my face back together," he told the Daily Mail. "I had my nose broken twice, I had 5 operations on my nose and 1 on a smashed cheekbone. I had to have cartilage taken from my ear to rebuild my nose, and a couple of operations to scrape out the cartilage because the scar tissue wasn't healing properly." Now, due to this, he's lost out on a lot of acting roles. Eventually though, he was able to get the work somewhat fixed and started getting some roles again. But in October 2017, he revealed on Instagram that he underwent yet another nose job to correct prior work, saying, "Now I am pretty again." Now, he can fix it all he wants, but I just hope he goes to a good doctor. Heidi Montag is another celebrity who went to the wrong doctor. She starred on the reality show The Hills and wanted to boost her image by looking good, so one day in 2010, she got 10 surgeries done in one day. Yes, you heard me right. One day. She underwent a brow lift, liposuction on her inner and outer thighs, fat injections in her cheekbones, scooping out her back, ear pinning, rhinoplasty, breast implants, and chin shaving. But in the end, she ended up regretting all of this. In an interview, she said, "I really just went back in to get my nose reset and get a little bit larger of implants, and was talking to my doctor, and he kind of just diagnosed me and was like, you should get a chin reduction and an eyebrow lift," she said. "So once he kind of told me everything that was wrong with me, I felt really insecure, and he gave me a really great deal on it all." Now, she later opened up about the complications from the surgery in 2018, saying that she nearly lost her life in surgery. She said, "I was at a recovery center and had Dermarol to deal with the pain because it was so extreme. My security guards called Spencer, aka her husband, and told him Heidi's heart stopped, she's not going to make it, and I easily could have died." Now, all this plastic surgery, among other things, resulted in her and Spencer going broke, and it sounds like this really wasn't worth it at all. Janice Dickinson has described herself as the first supermodel, as she was one of the most successful models of the 1970s and 1980s, and she has admitted to having breast enlargement, tummy tuck, neck and facelifts, and liposuction in the past. Now, this cost her a lot as she filed for bankruptcy in 2013, but it also cost her her jobs. The combination of Janice's age, puffy appearance, and often difficult attitude had caused much of her work to dry up. She had fewer than a dozen acting roles over 2 decades, but she's appeared as herself on a number of TV shows. Then, in 2016, after an urgent mammogram and biopsy, her doctor broke the news to her that she had cancer. She was told by the mammogram technician that it's more challenging to detect abnormalities when a woman has breast implants. "If I had to play my life over again, I would never have gotten breast implants in the first place," she admitted. "I didn't need to have a mastectomy, although I'm so blessed as just Janice being Janice that I said take them out, cut them out, just take them out now." Lyndon Evangelista is a Canadian fashion model who is regarded as one of the most accomplished and influential models of all time, but unfortunately for her, a disastrous procedure left her botched. Linda hadn't been seen in public for 5 years due to botched cosmetic work, and on September 23, 2021, she explained why. Linda revealed that she underwent cool sculpting, which she says left her unrecognizable, as it allegedly caused fat cells in her face to multiply. She explained it in an Instagram post saying, "To my followers who have wondered why I've not been working while my peers' careers have been thriving, the reason is that I was brutally disfigured by a procedure which did the opposite of what it promised." She said the procedure's rare but serious side effect not only destroyed my livelihood, it has sent me into a cycle of deep depression, profound sadness, and the lowest depths of self-loathing. In the process, I have become a recluse. I loved being up on the catwalk, now I dread running into someone I know, she added of her shift in confidence post-procedure. Now, she's finally come out of hiding though, and is talking about what she's gone through. Slowly but surely, her confidence has been coming back, which is great, because the procedure did her dirty. And since a video of Zac Efron went viral in 2021, fans have had questions about his face and if he's had plastic surgery done. When his recent movie Family Affair came out, many fans were posting online about how weird he looked. Now, he claims that he didn't have plastic surgery, but that his face changed due to an injury he got over a decade ago in 2013. You see, Zac broke his jaw and had to have his mouth wired shut after he was running through his house in socks, slipped, hit his face on the granite corner of a fountain, and lost consciousness. When he woke up, his chin bone was hanging off his face. He added that when he was injured, the masseter muscles on the inside of his face and jaw compensated for his injury and grew massively in size, hence the transformation. However, back in 2021, Zac took some time off of physical therapy while he was in Australia, which accounts for his change in appearance at that time. The masseters just grew, he explained. They got really big. Fans, though, do not believe this. Celebrity plastic surgeons have also speculated, saying while they believe Zac's story about getting injured, they think he had more done to his face than just his jaw fixed, like fillers and plastic surgery. Well, that's all for our list of botched celebrities' plastic surgeries that destroyed their careers. From filler to weight loss, here's our list of the top 5 celebrities you will not recognize in 2024. Now, starting off is Ryan Gosling. While on the campaign trail for his new film, The Fall Guy, fans began speculating that Ryan Gosling's face was looking noticeably fuller, particularly around the cheeks. Now, these comments were largely based on tweets showing 2 photos of Ryan being interviewed at SXSW, where his cheeks look a lot rounder. Someone tweeted, "Looks like Ryan Gosling got cheek implants," adding, "Also, this is kinda sad, probably because so many people were saying he was too old to play Ken." Now, that tweet was widely shared on social media, with comments lamenting Ryan's new look. "Ryan, my love, you're no longer playing Ken, so stop with the plastic look," one commenter wrote, while another tweet compared it to watching the fall of Rome in real time. Now, online they speculated about his puffy new face, suggesting that he has had fillers in his face. Now we have Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson lost a lot of weight over the past year. Now, she spoke about it on her talk show and spoke about how she used a weight loss drug. She said, "My doctor chased me for like 2 years and I was like, no, I'm afraid of it. I already have thyroid problems. Everybody thinks it's Ozempic. It's not. It's something else. It's something that aids in helping break down the sugar. My body doesn't do it right." Now, Kelly previously shared on her show that she lost weight after being told that she was pre-diabetic. Now, she added that she had a wake-up call after filming a concert in LA, as she didn't recognize herself when she watched the footage back, sharing she was 203 pounds at her heaviest. "I watched the show and I was like, she is any second now going to die," she reflected, referring to herself. Then there's Khloe Kardashian. Khloe Kardashian's looks have changed throughout the years a lot. She's always been accused of getting plastic surgeries and fillers, and her face seems to keep changing. Fans now are calling her out for her most recent change. She was seen out with her mother and friends at the end of May, and she looked nothing like we'd seen her before. Several followers thought her supposed filler and cosmetic procedures had been botched. "The cheek filler is awful," wrote one user. "She is beyond botched. The cheeks, the nose, she cut in half, the lips, my god," another added. "The lip filler is going to migrate all the way up to her nose at this point," commented another. Now, this was not the first time Khloe came under fire for her appearance, after fans noticed her lips looked enlarged during the season premiere of the new season of The Kardashians. Now, it seems like you can never rely on Khloe to look the same because she will always change. Next up is Kylie Jenner. Now, Kylie Jenner is no stranger to fillers or Botox, but people think she's gone too far with her procedures now. At the beginning of the year, when she was on red carpets, fans were calling her out for looking old. The comments came pouring in, with one saying, "What did Kylie Jenner do to her face? I just read she's only 26, but she looks old as hell here." Another said, "We're seeing in real time what long-term filler usage does as you age." Now, filler is to blame according to the trolls and speculators. Now, Kylie opened up about getting filler in 2019 to Paper Magazine. She said, "People think I fully went under the knife and completely reconstructed my face, which is completely false. I'm terrified, I would never. They don't understand what good hair and makeup and like fillers can really do. It's fillers. I'm not denying that, but it appears now that she's gone overboard." And finally, we have Rebel Wilson. Rebel Wilson is getting candid about her weight loss journey. In her book Rebel Rising, a memoir, she spoke about her brief experience with Ozempic. She said she took it for maintenance after losing weight. "Someone like me could have a bottomless appetite for sweets, so I think those drugs can be good," the Pitch Perfect alum said, before noting that she no longer takes Ozempic. Now, the actress, who has previously opened up to to People about losing 80 pounds following a year of health in 2020, told The Times that her decision to slim down came when a fertility doctor encouraged her to do so for a better chance at IVF. Basically, no one apart from my mom wanted me to lose weight, she said. After she revealed her weight loss to the public, many people were praising her, but said she looked nothing like her former self that we were used to seeing on the big screen.
Have a daughter, too. I would be heartbroken if she wanted to get her body done at 19.
It's like a little doll. It's like a broken doll, like a baby doll.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In February this year, when Megan Fox partied after the Super Bowl, people didn't recognize her. She was spotted with her fiance Machine Gun Kelly alongside Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. The four of them took a photo, but again, Megan did not look like herself. She was rocking an edgy look, but her face itself was different and people online noticed it too. On Twitter, one person said that Megan's doctor should be arrested on assault charges, and another added any more lip plump and she will float away. More people said that her new look was a glow down and that they were worried for her. Then, about a month later, Megan was on the Call Her Daddy podcast, and on it she addressed the plastic surgery rumors and every procedure she's had done in her entire life. She said she got her breasts done when she was 21 or 22 and then had them redone after breastfeeding her kids. I got them done in between the first and second transformers, she said. Now Megan got them done as a young woman and later on she had kids, and breastfeeding then ruined them and forced the star to have to hide her chest and herself from the public until they were fixed. Except they didn't get fixed. According to her, the second time she got her breasts done, the implants were actually too large and her body fat couldn't hide the edges of the implants. They showed through her skin. Now it required a third procedure to take the implants out for a pair a size down. She also added that she had her nose done in her 20s, and she also had one procedure that she's not willing to share publicly. There's one thing I had done that I'm gatekeeping, she said. She also added, I've never had a facelift of any kind, so no mid-facelift, no lateral brow lift, although I would like one. She continued on saying, I've never had any fat removed, I'm a very lean person that doesn't have enough body fat or fat in my face, so I'll only ever put fat in. She also added that she's never had liposuction or body contouring before, but some people still don't believe her. Regardless, she looks very different than people have usually seen her. Chrissy Tegan has also been a topic of conversation when it comes to botched plastic surgery. Chrissy revealed in September 2021 that she underwent fat removal from her cheeks, known as buccal fat removal, which was all the craze with the celebrities. I did that Dr. Diamond buccal fat removal thing here, she posted on her Instagram story, pointing out her newly sculpted cheek area. And since I quit drinking, I'm really seeing the results and I like it, she said. But in June 2023, Chrissy shared a screenshot via her Instagram stories of a social media user who alleged that her face looked puffy due to face filler. Have you seen Chrissy Teigen's new face? The user wrote at the top of the video. This post is not out of mean intentions, it's merely here to discuss overfill and its possible consequences. Chrissy Teigen's new face. Look at how your face could become if you're doing it wrong. There's too much reliance on hyaluronic gel filters and not enough focus on building foundations, skin structure, and support. This can result in a puffy and bloated effect. Now, in response, the model clapped back by writing over the screenshot, no mean intentions, question mark, question mark, question mark, but saying this could be your face if you do it wrong, you're a piece of shh, I gained weight. But fans are still convinced that she's done something else to her face, and honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. At the 2024 Grammys, Miley Cyrus shocked fans with her new appearance. It appeared that she got buccal fat surgery and brand new veneers that don't really fit her mouth. A fan posted on Reddit about this to see if other people noticed the changes too, and they did. We need to imprison whatever plastic surgeon pioneered buccal fat removal, one person wrote. Another added, I can't tell if it's the buccal fat removal or the giant veneers that make her look so off these days, a second added. Now someone else added, she had a nose job for years, but yes, she's wearing contour on top of that. that. Honestly, with the buccal fat removal and the new veneers on top of her nose job, she's really working to complete her transformation into Tish, her mother. Now this is just so sad because Miley is so beautiful, but a lot of people think she's ruined her looks, including me, and it's honestly such a shame. Now, of course, we have to talk about the queen of plastic surgery, Kylie Jenner. Kylie is infamous for lip fillers she got as a teen that inspired her lipstick line. She lied about the fillers and then came clean, but it's hard to know what the truth is with her looks nowadays. Now, at the beginning of the year when she was on red carpets, fans were calling her out for looking old. Kylie was only 26 years old, but fans said she looked way older for her age. One person commented, "We're seeing in real time what long-term filler usage does as you age," and you know what? I honestly think they're right. There's so much we don't know about the beauty industry, and I don't think putting chemicals into your face is a good thing. Now, literally everyone on the internet was making fun of her for this, and she saw the comments. Kylie then addressed this in an episode of The Kardashians, as she sat down with her sister Kendall and broke down in tears when talking about the comments. She went on to talk specifically about Paris Fashion Week, and she said that for the first time she decided she was not going to wear a lot of makeup while attending shows, which still prompted critics to attack her looks. "I'm wearing too much makeup and it's like you're wearing too much makeup, then I go and I don't wear a lot of makeup and someone catches me in a weird light," she complained. She later said that she wasn't upset about this particular story, but that she was tired of hearing this her entire life growing up in the spotlight. Later on she added, "I went on a journey last year dissolving half my lip filler. I hate even having this conversation over and over and over again. It feels like a waste of my breath because I think with me it's never going to change." While there were some people who called out people online for being mean, others said they didn't feel bad for the star as she and her family have been pushing unrealistic beauty standards on women for the past decade. And finally, there's Simon Cowell. Simon's looks have changed a lot throughout the years, and people have been calling him out. His face is just so sunken in, and his teeth, or should I say veneers, are way too white. It's honestly scary. Now in 2022, Simon told The Sun, "There was a stage where I might have gone a bit too far with fillers. I saw a picture of me from before the other day and didn't recognize it as me first of all. Eric, my son, was in hysterics. Enough was enough. There's no filler in my face at all now. Zero." But then shortly after this interview, he was unrecognizable again because he got fillers again, and he looks even worse. Now, I'm not sure if he will ever stop doing this, because if he didn't stop before, I don't think he will now, and he's just too far gone. Meg Ryan is back in the spotlight in Hollywood, but she looks extremely different than people remember her. Great to see Meg Ryan back with her bread and butter, but Lord, I wish she didn't mess with her face, wrote someone on Twitter. Another user added, "I'm not going to have anything done to my face. I'm afraid of ending up looking like a trout. All the women in Hollywood do. They all start to look the same at a certain point. Poor Meg Ryan, for instance. She was so cute." Now, Meg has never admitted to getting work done, but plastic surgeons are positive that she's had work done and it was botched. "She's a mess," said celebrity facial plastic surgeon Dr. Sam Risk. "I think she had a bad facelift in the wrong directions, sideways instead of vertical," he said. Now, other people think that she got her cheeks filled. Now, Meg once addressed the speculation by saying, "There are more important conversations than how women look and how they are aging," she told Porter magazine in 2015 in an article that has since been removed. "I love my age, I love my life right now, I love the person I've become, the one I've evolved into," she said.
"This is it, I can eat what I want, I keep taking this injection, and I'm like this." And I just think it needs to be in the hands of older people that totally understand there could be side effects to this.
The outline you here really small, and on my chin pointy.
I don't like it at all. No. No.
Ryan Gosling's appearance at the Los Angeles red carpet premiere of The Fall Guy sparked a lot of rumors of plastic surgery and facial filler usage online. As the Oscar nominee posed alongside his co-star Emily Blunt, fans on social media speculated that Ryan may have undergone some form of cosmetic procedure due to a perceived subtle difference in his facial features. Chicago-based doctor, who has not treated Ryan, Dr. Autoplastics, said that it did appear that he had a significantly larger cheek fullness that is compatible with fillers fillers or implants. The expert added that the odd-looking appearance of the outer corner of his eyes while smiling also suggested that he might have had some Botox for the crow's feet. Kylie Jenner, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian star, has basically grown up in the spotlight. So her transformation from youth to now being an adult with an offspring has been before our very eyes. Which means it's hard not to notice the drastic changes to Kylie's appearance in the more than 10 to 15 years since the show first aired in 2007. While fans have speculated about Kylie having undergone everything, we're talking lip filler, BBL, you name it, it's kind of hard to separate fact from fiction when it comes to her ever-changing aesthetic. But after years of denying she'd had lip filler, the star eventually came clean about that particular cosmetic touch-up. During a 2015 episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kylie admitted, and I quote, "I have temporary lip fillers, it's just an insecurity of mine and it's what I wanted to do, but it's a little bit sad when you look about why she got it done." She mentioned that when she was young, she was insecure about her lips. Apparently her lips are naturally on the smaller side, and she mentioned that during one of her first kisses, a guy commented on that. He's like, "Oh, I don't think you'd be a good kisser because you have small lips." So then she's like, "Okay, let's fix that." She did admit that at one point she made her lips a little too big, and then her sisters were like, "Look, girl, we see it, you gotta chill." They were definitely right to let her know when it was becoming too much. Donatella Versace is a fashion icon who has been in the public eye for decades and has undergone a striking transformation over the years. So if you look at her face, the skin, it's very tight, very smooth, not a lot of wrinkles, but we can thank the facelift for that. Her cheeks are, something. Could be the result of implants or filler, but here's the thing, she's had a lot of work done, but it's not very balanced. She gets all that filler in her lips and her mouth just, balloons up, but she hasn't had enough volume restored to her cheeks, so it's a little disproportionate. Also, her face and the rest of her body doesn't really match, her skin, it's getting there. It's quite leathery looking, and her chest implants are kind of out of proportion for the rest of her body, so it's very etch-a-sketch. JB Lee Curtis has been honest about her troublesome feelings about aging and how her efforts to help it have actually hindered her work. So in a 2002 interview, she admitted to having a couple of procedures, lipo, Botox, but she didn't like the results of any of them. She even had some problems post-op. However, it was surgery on her under-eye bags in her 20s that she said actually hurt her ability to make a movie. She was completely cut from the cast, and that was her wake-up call. She's like, "Okay, we're done, we're out." Former star of The Hills, Heidi Montag, underwent 10 procedures in 24 hours when she was just 23. We're talking brow lift, Botox, nose job, chin reduction, neck, lipo, ear pinning, filler in the cheek, the lip, the smile lines, whole thing. And this was also dangerous that she actually technically died for a minute while in recovery. So with that much surgery, she had to have a nurse by her side the entire time, and her husband was very concerned. And at one point, her security guards called him and were like, "Hey, her heart stopped. We don't think she's going to make it." Now, Heidi herself has called all of this a mistake. She mentioned that some folks have fewer scars from car accidents than she had on her body from all of this. And to the shock and surprise of nobody, the poor thing had a lot of health problems because of these multiple surgeries, and after getting some of those enhancements reversed in 2013, she mentioned to news outlets that she was struggling with a decision. She said she didn't want to go back under surgery because it was just so traumatic, it was something she never wanted to be. She was so sick of being the surgery girl, and the last thing she wanted to do was to bring all that back up, but it was such a nightmare in her life. But she realized she had to do it. She's like, well, it's not really a choice, it's affecting my health, and I'm glad she put her health first. So while I totally agree that nobody puts Baby in a corner, Jennifer Grey definitely put her career in one after she got a nose job in 1989 that made her, well, unrecognizable. So despite the success of Dirty Dancing, Grey felt that her looks would place restrictions on the type of future roles that she would be considered for. So following the advice of her mother, and not one, not two, but 3 plastic surgeons, one of whom recalled seeing Dirty Dancing and was like, "Why didn't that girl get her nose done?" She underwent 2 surgeries to fine-tune her schnoz. So the second procedure, which was intended to correct a little bit of a problem caused by the first, was a lot more aggressive than was planned. So the new nose was described as truncated and dwarfed, and Jennifer was unrecognizable to people who had known her for years, and it completely restricted her ability to book acting roles. She recalled an airline employee who glanced at her driver's license and was like, "Oh, Jennifer Grey, like the actress." And when she was like, "Actually, it's me," the woman was like, "No, I've seen Dirty Dancing a million times. I know Jennifer Grey, you're not her." To quote the starlet herself, it was the nose job from hell. She'll always be this once famous actress nobody recognizes because of a nose job. She said it was like being any witness protection program or being invisible. Priscilla Presley fell victim to botched Botox, but it was actually worse than you think. So this doctor claimed to have something better than Botox. Oh yeah, it was illegally smuggled silicone that was administered by somebody who was just pretending to be a doctor. I don't know how you don't do a thorough background check on people, but hey, that kind of explains why Priscilla's face is quite puffy. It doesn't explain the waxiness. That was probably caused by a combination of laser treatments and real Botox, but still, Once again, poor thing. For those who missed it, Zac Efron attracted a lot of attention online back in 2021 after he appeared in Bill Nye's Earth Day special, and a lot of folks were like, did Zac get something done? So a year and a half later, he wound up addressing it. He was sitting down for an interview with Men's Health. Turns out he was injured in a severe accident that left his jaw completely shattered. He was running through his house in socks and he slipped, hit his chin on a granite fountain, lost consciousness, and when he woke up, turns out his chin bone was like hanging off his face. So this incident occurred in 2013. Zac had to have his mouth wired shut, he had to get stitches, and as a result of breaking his jaw, his other facial muscles, so the ones that are like used for chewing, had to overcompensate, and that's how his jaw kind of got reshaped. Zac went on to reveal that he had no idea about the online rumors and the memes until his mother called and was like, did you get surgery? Tara Reid said her career suffered after her 2004 chest augmentation left her with rippled skin and some deformed pieces, and also some really bad body contouring. All this was done by the same surgeon, and it changed her entire body for the worse. She mentioned that her stomach became the most ripply, bulgy thing. She had this hernia, she couldn't wear a bikini, and because of how she was portrayed in the media, she lost a lot of work. And for 6 months after her surgery, when she kept getting told, oh, it'll get better, things just kept getting worse and worse, and she eventually had the procedures reversed. If you asked anybody to describe Michelle Visage over the years, her prominent décolletage was sure to be mention number one. Anybody who is a fan of Drag Race could quote a million jokes that have been made about specifically her chest, with the iconic Bianca Del Rio once saying, she'd show versatility when Michelle wears a turtleneck, ergo not showing off her most talked about feature. A former singer for pop group Seduction and a fixture of the New York City drag and ballroom scenes, Michelle got her first set of implants at the age of 21, when she couldn't shake the insecurity she felt over her naturally small cleavage. Back in 2021, the internet broke when she mentioned she was getting her implants removed. Turns out the entire time she had those things, she was going through physical hell from the side effects. She tried everything. She saw chiropractors, doctors, cryotherapy, saunas, cardiology, because turns out she was having heart palpitations. At one point, she was actually diagnosed with Hashimoto's, a thyroid condition, and the doctors were like, hey, don't know why. Well, now we know.